What's up, Raider Nation? Welcome to the official Week 1 post-game reaction. Excuse me. Back that up. Preseason Week 1 post-game reaction. Because it's not the real deal here. This is this is only glorified practice. Scrimmage, I tell you. But there's a lot to be learned about the Las Vegas Raiders over these preseason games. These 3 preseason games are going to be exciting. I enjoyed this one. I thought the first half was great. A lot going on in the first half as far as the quarterback battle. That's for damn sure. First drive of the game. Let's start there. First drive of the game. Raiders are on the defensive side of the ball. Why is this? Oh, hold on. Technical issues here. Here we go. There we go. I keep hearing myself echo in the background. Can't have that. That's your job to take care of. What the fuck? You slacking over here? All right. Let's start the first drive of the game. Defense has to come out, and they're it was basically your number one defense. Kind of. You had Wilkins and Max out there. That whole first drive, basically the majority of your starters were out there. So they walked him down the field. Very long drive. They did get the stop. It was nice. They went for it on 4th down. Probably would have kicked a field goal under normal circumstances if it wasn't preseason. But they did get the stop. And then the Raiders get the ball and start to kind of implement their will in the first half. I thought this was definitely a game of halves. Usually it is in preseason because you don't obviously come out with the same fire in the second half usually that you have in the first. Because the talent seems to dip down as the game continues on because you're starting to put more people in the second half, change out, you get down to your 3rd and 4th string quarterbacks. The dip off of play is obviously to be expected when you're getting down there near the end of your depth chart, just trying to see what some of these guys can do. But to start out, the Raiders scored basically on every time they touched the ball in the first half. And the game plan coming out, we all heard leading into the game, and then they alluded to it, the freaking Vikings color commentary that we had to listen to. God, that was horrific. They alluded to it as well, that the game plan coming in was they were supposed to alternate series because they wanted to get a good sample size of both quarterbacks. So Aiden O'Connell was going to come out, play the first series. Gardner Minshew would play the second. Aiden would play the third. Minshew the fourth, vice versa. That's how they were going to work through the first half of football. Aiden O'Connell comes out, has his drive. It wasn't a bad drive. They were backed up against the end zone. He marched them all the way down the field, damn near 95 yards, I think it was. And, they did end up scoring. They ended up kicking a field goal. Now, then Gardner Minshew comes out on the field for his series when the Raiders get the ball back on offense. And he goes 2 for 3, has a spectacular touchdown pass, and just looks hot, like the hot hand for the day. And just looked to have more of a command of the offense against the Vikings defense. And for me, I even threw it out there in the Raider Reaction business chat that my mind was already made up from what I seen in the first half of play, just in quarterback play. My mind was damn near made up. Everything that I want Aiden O'Connell to do and doesn't do, I saw Gardner Minshew do in the first half of this game. He uses his legs. He ran once for 7 yards on a play that wasn't going anywhere, and he turned it into something. Turned a negative into a positive. He moved around in the pocket well. He seemed to have a good command of the offense. He just looked like a more well-rounded NFL quarterback to me than Aiden O'Connell. Aiden O'Connell, I thought looked good though. Aiden throws a nice ball when he's got time to stand back there and have the time that he needs allowed to be able to do what he needs to do. But to me, he's just Andrew Walter 2.0 to me every time I look at Aiden. I don't see anything sexy or exciting, and he's too immobile in the pocket. It's not, he doesn't take off by instinct. It's something that's hard to teach. You can't really teach that. That's just instinctive. You got to have that feeling, around you. The sixth sense that goes off, and you just freaking take off. Know when to take that one step up in the pocket when somebody's flashing behind you. It's just how to work inside chaos, inside the pocket. Some guys can master it, some guys can't. I was really impressed with Gardner Minshew in the first half. I thought he played very, very well. And I don't think Aiden played bad, but I think if you were to grade the two of them, you would definitely grade Gardner's performance better than Aiden O'Connell's performance in week 1, preseason week 1. And I think on the sideline with what was going on, obviously your offensive coordinator, your head coach, whoever was the power that be that made that call, leaning in the direction of we want more Minshew, less Aiden in the first half. Minshew's cooking. Let's let him go. Somebody else saw it too, and they were like, "Ooh, what do we got here?" It's all about performing on the field of play when it's time, and he did very well. Zamir White with a touchdown in the first half as well on the ground. DJ Turner was the one that caught the pass from Gardner Minshew. You did get to see the rookie Brock Bowers catch his first pass. Jack Jones with a pick in the first half. That was nice as well off of rookie J.J. McCarthy. It wasn't a stellar pass, but a lot of interceptions aren't. You got to be a ball hawk. You got to be able to make the plays when the plays present themselves. And Jack Jones just seems to be around the ball when he needs to be. You can't fault the kid for that, man. I had a lot of questions about AP bringing him in last year, along with a lot of other people, but he has done nothing but prove everybody wrong, and he's been a model citizen since he's been in the silver and black. So Jack Jones is holding it down on one side of the corners, and that's solid. That's solid. So happy to see that. I think, obviously, the Raiders lost, I guess, if you give a shit about win or loss in preseason. 23-24, the Vikings ended up squeaking it out with a field goal in the fourth quarter. The Raiders were only able to put up 3 points the entire second half. The quarterback play in the second half by the third and fourth string quarterback just was not good. I mean, they didn't even want the third stringer, the first guy that came in, to even touch to really drop back and even attempt to pass. He was just coming in to run the fucking ball. That was it. It was that's definitely not what they wanted to see out of him in preseason week 1. They've obviously got some different packages that they're thinking about for this guy that don't involve his arm for Anthony Brown Jr. They've got some packages they're going to roll out maybe involving his legs, but it ain't his arm. That's not why he's there. The people that were calling for him, there were people that were calling for him to get a shot to start for this team. Those people are fucking morons. You're really calling for that guy to be the fucking starter? We're not that goddamn desperate, okay? We got a little bit of a Dollar Tree fucking quarterback room going on. It's all right. But, I give the vet a chance. Give the veteran a chance. I say let Gardner Minshew start. Give him the latitude that he's never had in his career. Get behind him. You're our guy. Let's go see what you can do. We're going to continue to groom Aiden. We think maybe he may be something for the future. And if the Gardner experiment explodes in your face, you've still got Aiden right there you can bring back in. I just think he's the best option. I really do. For winning this season. Not going forward. He's not the quarterback of the future. You may be able to milk. Catch lightning in a bottle with Gardner Minshew. Maybe you get 2 or 3 years out of him at best. But he is not your franchise and he's not your future. You need youth for that. Youth for that. Oh, I know his name. It just wasn't worth really getting to know his name. Really. That dude should never see the field in case of emergency. They should put that motherfucker behind glass somewhere. You only break that shit in case of emergency. But as a whole, I thought it was a very positive preseason game 1. And it's typical Minnesota. I have not been in this bird-killing stadium, the one where the windows on the interior were murdering birds at a record pace when they built the bitch. I haven't been in this one. I was in the Metrodome a couple times for Raiders-Vikings games. Back in the day, long time ago. But it is still... They are one of the most annoying fucking fan bases to attend a game in their house as an opposing rival. That they got that stupid fucking horn that they blow for everything. You can hear it on the game the whole fucking time. Jesus God, they blow that motherfucking horn every time even the most minimal fucking thing happens. Every first down they blow that bitch. Every fucking turnover they blow that bitch. Every touchdown. Anything that happens on the fucking field that's somewhat half-assed, even a little bit positive, they blow that fucking horn. And then when they score, and I'm telling you, not just touchdowns, even field goals, ladies and gentlemen, these motherfuckers play this fucking high school fight song, and every fucking person will stand up and they all sing it, Skull Vikings, It's fucking... I about fell out of my fucking seat when they all started singing for a fucking field goal when I was there. I was like, you guys are singing for a fucking field goal? This is absurd. Absurd. It's a cute little fight song you guys have. But, yeah, being there, it's obnoxious. It's obnoxious. We get it. You guys are Vikings. Ooh. Get the fuck out of here. It's your fucking bannerless ass fucking stadium. There'll never be anything hanging in that motherfucker except for dead bird carcasses. That's it. Dead bird carcasses. That's the only thing ever gonna be hanging around. That's fucking shit ass place. There ain't gonna be no banners. Cute fucking purple seats. I think it was a positive week 1. I think you've seen who your starting quarterback should be. I think it's Gardner Minshew. We got to see every single one of the running backs on the depth chart, all the way from 1 to the bottom. You even got a Sincere McCormick and a fucking Britton Brown action sightings in this game. You saw everybody all the way up and down your running back depth chart. You saw a lot of your wide receivers. You got to see a lot of guys on the defensive side of the ball. This is going to be a fun one to go back and watch. There's some things I want to look at a little closer, some more positional things, see how some guys did individually before the Raider Nation Report podcast on Tuesday. But this was a positive game. I thought the team looked really good in the first half. Minshew looked good and had command of the offense. When he touched the ball, the offense just seemed to come to just a little more. I think it was a great performance for exhibition game 1. I think you got everything that you needed out of this game. You come out basically injury-free. Now, let's get ready for preseason week 2. I'll see you on Tuesday. We'll talk more about this and get into week 2 preseason action and everything going forward. Until then, I'm out. Peace, love, Raider Nation.